We broke ground on construction 3 years ago. This was just a barley field and very soon became a very big hole in the ground when we shifted 500,000 tonnes of earth.
I've visited the building 100 times. I've seen it develop into this architectural marvel, with the inspiration design of this building by Graham Stirk.
It was always trying to capture the words they used, the mystery revealed. So the idea of being aware of something which is definitely man-made, but is of landscape.
We like the idea of it gently unwrapping in front of the visitor.
It wants to appear to come out of the landscape. It was deliberately trying to be more mysterious.
If something can be drawn on paper and proven on paper, then we'll find a way to do it.
There's been some very unique construction techniques used here. Much of it hidden now underground, but we know it's there.
Some of the detailing we come up with is all construction-led, how we'd produce such narrow walls that are doing such a big job structurally. They're all 300 millimetres wide, so it's not like they're big, wide walls. And a wall like this is exceptional. This is 9 metres high, and it is absolutely straight.
The scheme is approximately 220 metres long by 60-odd metres wide.
To get the right concrete mix that the project deserves and the architects have drawn, we've had to go to local sources and make sure that's right for the project.
For me, the biggest challenge was finding people capable of building this, finding the right contractors with the right capability. We were blessed with some excellent contractors, particularly Robertson, VHAG, Carey. They became very much part of the design team.
400 fantastically skilled people on site, the absolute masters of construction from around the world.
Without clear dialogue between architect, engineer, client, it's very difficult to make anything that is really worthwhile. But if you can get all those forces working together, then you make something quite extraordinary.
When you start to look at the process, you start to look at the steel, the concrete, and then you see the roof. It's just everything we're doing here is just fantastic.
It's concrete, it's timber, it's steel, it's labour. That's what we work with every day.
And timber gives the warmth and the aura to this building.
We've all watched that first beam being loaded in, but that was the first lift. They then just carried on, and we've got another 5,000 lifts to go.
Timber is a green material. Actually, it's the most sustainable building material.
As we're so close to the River Spey, I've got to make sure that wildlife within the area is kept in top condition.
We walk around the full site and just make sure that we're not doing any damage.
The theme of our work is we're interested in maximising repetition and celebrate that as part of the architecture. So the structure is very clearly on show.
Well, this is us standing in Stillhouse 1. For me, it's a fantastic piece of engineering, working with the architects, working with Facades.
We've taken an empty shell provided by Robertson and fitted it out with the process equipment. The quality of the finished product here is something that we're very proud of.
So the cave privé is something very different. It's a circular structure, it's a broch, it's got precast panels hanging on it, it's got an observation deck sitting in the middle of it. So well made, so well polished, and it looks stunning. The process is through there, beyond this 10-metre high glass wall. Nothing's changed. These stills are identical. They've just given it this different place to live, but this remains very, very traditional.
And that marriage of tradition and modern design gives us what I believe is one step beyond excellence.
Everything's thought about. The view and the vista that you get looking down the length of this building is not spoiled. There's a reward everywhere you look.
The whole idea is to be able to look from below ground, look through this amazing 200-metre-long frameless glass wall to see this landscape.
The glass facades were something, I suppose, not unlike the roof and the steel, and they were part of the big challenges. Some of these panes of glass weigh 2 tonnes. It felt like it was finished. It was no longer a construction site. It's polished plaster, it's the precast, it's the roof, it's the big lights, it's the steel, and it all just hits you when you walk through those doors. And this is it. This is what we wanted.
The world's first named architect designed distillery. And I think it's a thing of real beauty and awe. The beginning of a really exciting new chapter of this wonderful brand that is the Macallan.